Hello, Bulldogs fans, and welcome to the Raising Canes right here in Byron, Mississippi. I am Trellis Williams, your host with the TSJW Network, and I'm joined right here with Coach Kris Thigpen right here for the Kris Thigpen Show. Now, Coach, so first game was on Friday night and got a big win over the Raymond Rangers, 14-7. So, Coach, not only were y'all able to defeat the rival, you're also able to start off the season with a win. How important was that to start off the season with a win?
Well, that's always important. This time last year, we weren't able to play those guys. So for us as a program and as a team to go out and be able to play them, to go over there on a short week, it was an unusual practice week for us. But we were able to get practice in, get our guys organized, and go play in some very bad conditions, and still get a win. And so it's a testament to our coaches and our players, and so I'm just proud to start the week off 1-0.
Absolutely, and so I want you to focus on the defense. How do you think your defense performed against Raymond?
Defense was lights out. A guy that you're going to have on today, TaShawn Johnson, was a real great difference maker for our defense. We talked about being dominant up front. He was definitely dominant. Coach Crosby, the defensive staff, did a great job. Every chance they got where they moved the ball, our defense just shut them out. They got a cheap score on us there at the end of the second quarter, but overall our defense was dominant. And we found out about some guys. We played some guys that we didn't think we were going to have to play, and so that helped with depth.
For sure, and now I want to shift the focus to the offense. Now, you're talking about the conditions of the field and stuff like that, which is definitely the case after all that rain that we had had. How do you think your offense performed, and also where do you think they would need some improvement or to get better over?
Well, we have to finish drives. We moved the ball from the 30 to the 30. We got in the red zone. We struggled punching it in. Maybe you could say it was this reason or that reason, but we try not to give our guys excuses. They got to find a way, and we got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone. I thought our quarterback played well. We didn't want any turnovers. We had a bad snap and a fumble. And so, but I thought he threw the ball well. Sharonsky ran well. The offensive line was dominant. They were dominant. And so we just got to put together those drives and play a whole lot cleaner. That was really indicative to not having the normal practice time that we usually have for our game week.
Yeah, and so now highlight of the game was the end of the first half, last play, the end of the first half, the touchdown pass. Just take us through that play, and there was 1 second left. You had one play left. Could have kicked like a 45-yard field goal or make a gun for the end zone. Just take us through the choice and the play call there.
Well, the play before, we liked the matchup with one of our other receivers, O.J. Marshall, but our quarterback ended up scrambling. And I told him right before he went out, I said, look, we only got 13 seconds left. You got to throw this ball or get out of bounds. And he got out of bounds in just enough time to stop the clock. And then once we came back, we knew we had one more play left and we could get it to the end zone. And so a guy that you're going to have on today, Nick Kelly, has been making big plays for us. And when the ball was in the air, I felt real confident that he would go up and make a play on the ball, but he made a heck of a catch on the play. Ended up making a catch in double coverage in the back of the end zone. That put us ahead, and I think it really broke their backs, and they never recovered. So it was a big catch by Nick Kelly, and I'm excited. I hadn't seen a catch like that in almost 6 years in a game. So
yeah, no, it was a very good play there. And also, another thing that happened in the game was that there was a pick six that was called back with a block in the back on the way there. Now, how do you get your guys back, just to get their head back after having that much of an emotional swing? Like, I was real hyped about it too, and then it got called back. So how do you get your guys' head straight after?
Well, that's a testament again to them and the coaches, and we talked to them throughout the week about playing each play as a play of its own self. Not letting the previous play affect the second and third play. They have to move on from each play and control their emotions, and I thought they did a really good job of that. Another guy that you're going to have on today is growing in that area, and TaShawn Johnson. And so it was a series. He came off the field. I said, TaShawn, he said, Coach, don't worry. I didn't say nothing. He said, I didn't say nothing. I said, okay, you're showing growth. So I'm proud of him. He's a senior and a big-time player for us.
For sure. And so now I want to move from last week's game against Raymond to this upcoming Friday's game against Crystal Springs. So what do you expect from this Crystal Springs team? They won their first game against Lanier 24-12. So they're coming off a win. It would be two 1-0 teams taking on each other. The home opener, what do you expect from Crystal Springs?
Well, we definitely got to go out and, win the ball game and play well in all three phases of the game. They're very much like Raymond in the sense that they have some athletic guys. They're not as big as Raymond up front in some areas on the offensive and defensive lines. But Coach McNair runs a great program there. He's turned that program around. And so, we have to go out and play well Friday to beat this team, and our team knows that.
Yeah, and so how are you and the rest of the coaching staff getting prepared for this game, preparing your team for this game?
Well, we definitely done a whole lot more running. That kind of hindered us last week. We saw some guys cramp that shouldn't maybe normally cramp. So our conditioning has picked up as a team. We were able to get in the weight room and get out on the field a little more, as I said, to kind of clean up some things, whether it's how we sub on offense, defense, and special teams, and just getting guys in and out the huddle and the transitions that goes on throughout the game. And so our coaches have done a good job of game planning, so I feel comfortable about our plan going into Friday.
And so it'll be the home opener for the season, so just a lot of excitement around it. Probably be plenty of people there too as well. How do you think the atmosphere of the game's going to affect the game?
Well, I like our crowd. I think our crowd will show up not only to support our football team, but to support our cheerleaders, support our band, our JROTC. We also have Friday night is Gary Road Elementary night. And so any student that goes to Gary Road Elementary, they will get in free with an adult purchase of a ticket. And so we're looking for a big crowd on Friday night, and of course we'll recognize all of those students at some point during the game that goes to Gary Road. So we try to make football be almost like a community thing between Byram and Terry. So and that's the best way to do it.
For sure. So definitely make sure you come on out to Terry High School for the first game of the season at home against the Crystal Springs Tigers. And Coach, thank you for joining us. Looking forward to the game on Friday night. So we'll be right back with some more interviews right here on the TSJW Network. I'm Trellis Williams. Nicholas Kelly.
Got twins to both sides.
And he got Keandre Terry on the other side. So now the handoff to Sharansky Johnson. Johnson's going to break. He's got Green! He's got Green, baby!
And
Sharansky!
Like that.
Touchdown! Terry! Sharansky Johnson! And the Terry Bulldogs are on the board! 6-0. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Coach Kris Thigpen Show. And right now, we've got Coach Sanedria Odom-Polk of the cheerleading squad for Terry High School. And Coach, so far this year, how do you think that your squad has performed at the events?
I feel like they've done very well. I'm very proud of how they cheer for the guys, and it's very important that they cheer the guys on because they need encouragement at times, and the guys are just as much mine as the girls are.
Oh yeah, for sure. And so with when you have these cheers and stuff, how do you keep it fresh? Because you have a lot of events and you keep going, long football games too, and you got a good few of them.
Yes, so we have a total of 26 varsity cheerleaders that cheer with us, and every one of them are really talented. They come up with new cheers all the time, so we keep it pretty fresh. And like I said, they're very talented. I try to make sure they stay hydrated during the game so they can perform well, and I just stay on them like, look, the guys are getting down, you can't get down, so you got to hype them up.
So take us through like the work of it and also just the training of it, because they have to be together and they have to be in sync and stuff. Just take us through that.
So going through, it's very hard to get 26 girls on task at all times. It's very hard to make sure everybody's on the perfect count at all times. So we just do little basic techniques of make sure your motion is here, make sure your words are sharp and chopped so it don't sound dragged out. It's very time consuming. It is.
I would imagine. So going into this home opener, I would think that would be a big event for your squad. So how excited is your squad about this home opener?
They're very excited about having a home game. In fact, we want to do something special for the guys every home game. So we're gonna try to treat them a little bit this Friday. Make sure they're hyped up for the game. We're gonna have a pep rally on Friday. It's beach themed, so the whole school's gonna dress up in beach theme. We're gonna have teachers have games and students get interactive, so everybody will feel like they're a part of, the environment, and make sure they come out to the game to support them.
Absolutely. And so how would you compare this cheerleading squad with past cheerleading squads?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I've been here 3 years. I can't say every year has been a level up. This squad right here is very, very talented. In fact, we are trying to go to competition. Well, we're not trying. We are going to competition in December. We did very well at camp over the summer. We came in first place in a lot of events. So we're taking that talent on in December to go to competition to try to win a championship.
Okay, well, definitely be looking at that for sure. Appreciate you joining us, Coach, and thank you. We'll have some more interviews coming right up.
Thank
you. How much work does it take, and how much work do y'all put in for a cheerleading season?
It takes a lot of work and time and practice, and basically we practice every day, and it takes dedication. So if you don't want to be there, then so basically dedication.
Well, it definitely does take time and effort and dedication. I feel like the best work that we put out is when we're all dedicated and our minds are all there. And we really show really good results when we're all in the same space. We have the same goal, and it's just really a good turnout.
Well, we definitely put in a lot of practice, hard work, conditioning. A lot of us, we have to show up for practice. Dedication, that's definitely important. That's mainly it. Dedication, supporting each other through hard work. Not hard work, hard situations and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, and so also just the togetherness of it, you got to be in sync. So just speak to what it takes to be in sync when y'all are performing.
To be in sync, it's all about communication. You have to talk to one another to actually, do this and do that with each other at the exact same time. Because sometimes when there's no communication, it's all out of order and, not in sync.
Well, first you gotta encourage everybody. And if you don't encourage everybody, you're not gonna come out. Everybody's not gonna like you. You gotta come together, do things together, like go bowling as a team and spend more time with each other.
We definitely have to have coordination. Us captains and co-captains, we come together first and make sure we're on the same page, and then deliver the idea to the rest of the team, because if we're not together, then they're not going to be together. So I feel like it starts with the captains and the co-captains. So definitely, yeah.
You just, we need that sisterhood. We have to always work together as a team. Like I said, we cannot just go on the track and just do anything, So having that team bond and sisterhood and be able to be on one accord is just always key, because, Terry's always been held at that high standard. So in order to keep it that way, we have to make sure that we're maintaining what we're doing at practice.
Yeah, for sure. And so also speak to the excitement and energy when the event actually happens, like a football game or something, where the football team's been working hard, they're there, the crowd's there, and you guys have been working hard and y'all are there. Just speak to that energy.
It's really fun to me, we're cheerleaders, so we're the entertainers, and it's our job to make sure that we're proud and we're happy, and so everybody can feed off our energy. So it's really, I love it. It's fun.
For me, it's really exciting. Just, just the thought of getting ready to, I'm going to a high school football game, it's fun, you know, just to think about it. Oh, you actually get to participate in it. You get to be a part of it. It's just fun all around, and I really like it.
2,
So here we go.
1, delay a game.
And they're
Oh,
flirting
wow.
with delay a game. There's no call there. Here's the throw. It's
Pick.
deep. And that one's open.
We'll
And that
take
one's
it.
picked off. Intercepted
Take it to
by
sideline.
Passmore. Donald Passmore. He's looking to take it all the way. He's up the sideline.
Cut it
He's
in,
got
cut it
Green,
in.
Green, all the way, baby. Touchdown,
Big
Terry, once again. But we got a flag on the field. We're going to have to see what that is. But the interception is valid. That was Donald Passmore with the pick. Hello, everybody. I'm Trellis Williams, and we are back, and I'm right here with Nick Kelly, wide receiver for the Terry Bulldogs. And Nick, man, you're a third-year starter. Have had a lot of success there at Terry. Give me some of your personal goals for this season.
Man, some personal goals, man. I want to get over 10 touchdowns, over 400 passing yards, just get a lot of receptions, and I want to win. I want to try to go to the playoffs.
Absolutely, man. And so you're a wide receiver, man. And so just talk about the development of you becoming a wide receiver and just that process.
Man, I came here in 10th grade, and I was originally playing quarterback, and I switched over to wide receiver when I came to Terry, and I just been grinding and getting better at my craft every day.
Absolutely, and so now this past weekend, you guys took on the Raymond Rangers, beat them 14-7. Just speak to how the team performed as a whole there against Raymond.
My defense did real good. My defense did so good. Offense, we got to work on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Putting points on the board and scoring, but we did pretty good.
Absolutely, and obviously the highlight of the play was your catch from Jordan McGee in the back of the end zone against double coverage, man. Take us through that play. It turned out to be the game-winning touchdown. Just take us through that play.
Man, Coach called my play, man, and I went up there and got that thing for us. You know what I'm saying? I had to do it.
Absolutely, man. And so now looking forward to next weekend's game against Crystal Springs. What do you expect from the Crystal Springs defense, and how are you preparing for that game?
I expected them to try to stop our run game or something, but they try to stop our run game. We're gonna come back with our passing game because we got real good receivers, like top receivers. So I'm just ready for them. I'm preparing mentally for them. I'm just ready for them.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you joining us, Nick.
All right.
We'll be back with TaShawn Johnson. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I am Trellis Williams with the TSJW Network, and I'm right here with TaShawn Johnson, senior defensive lineman for the Terry Bulldogs. Now, TaShawn, you guys just took a 14-7 win over the Raymond Rangers this past weekend. Just speak to the team's overall performance against Raymond and how good of a win that was.
Defense had a shutout game. We had messed up on one thing. Offense, we just need to work on a little stuff, but we're going to be good for this week.
Absolutely, man. You had an amazing game with 5 sacks, 4 tackles for losses, and 1 forced fumble. Just an absolutely sensational performance. What would you say is your biggest strength?
I feel like I really can do everything on the D-line. I work power move, I work speed rush. I'm just an athlete.
Absolutely, man. Also, going into this upcoming week against Crystal Springs, what do you see out of Crystal Springs' offense, and how are you preparing for their offense?
So we've been watching their O-line, what type of plays they've been running and everything. Their O-line look pretty good, so we're just looking to compete.
Yeah, and so you are a senior this year. So what are your personal goals for the season?
Have the most sacks. I'm trying to be. What it was, 6A. It was 6A something. That man-child them was last year. I just want to be on that this year and everything. Then I want to try to make an all-star team. So.
I mean, that'd be big, man, for sure. But look, hey, five sacks in a game, man. You're well on your way. Absolutely, man. Appreciate you, TaShawn. I am Trellis Williams. This is the TSJW Network, and be sure go ahead and hit the subscribe button on the TSJW Network right here. This is where the Terry Bulldogs football coverage is. So definitely thank you for tuning in right here to the Kris Thigpen Show. The Terry Bulldogs will be taking on the Crystal Springs Tigers on Friday night at Bulldog Field. Be sure to show up, fill that place out with some maroon up in there. That'd be the home opener. Thank you for joining us. I'm Trellis Williams. We out. 3-yard field goal, maybe.
Trips to the right, short side of the field.
So here we go. Last play of the half. McGee, he's back to throw. He's looking. He's going to go for the end zone to Kelly in the corner.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, baby. Touchdown, Terry. Ended out the first half. What a play. What a play, Jordan McGee to Nicholas Kelly in the corner. How about